You know, I really wish that I had a camera on at all times because I just had a conversation with my dad that I would have loved to capture just for the sake of having history on it. So, my dad, he's, a Cuban dad, old. I mean, he's 83 years old now. So, I gotta, he's up there in age. So, I'll give him a little bit of that. But he's the type of guy that he doesn't have a filter in his mouth. Okay, so when I'm too skinny, he says, "Oh, you're too skinny." If I'm a little overweight, he's like, "Oh, you're gaining weight." He's not sensitive, doesn't filter anything at all. So I just gave him a call now because I wanted to let him know that this weekend I'm gonna be away in a conference, right? And we always take him out for Father's Day, and I didn't realize that this weekend was gonna be Father's Day. So I'm going away to this entrepreneur conference, thebcon.com, and I wanted to let him know, hey Dad, I'm gonna take you, the following weekend when I'm back, So I'm talking to him, and I'm talking to him in Spanish because he doesn't speak English. And he's like, "Oh, where are you going?" And I said, "Oh, I'm going to New Jersey." And he's like, "Oh, for what?" And I told him, I said, "Well, I'm trying to put a business together again." In Spanish, I said, "Estoy tratando de ponerle un negocio otra vez." So his reaction to me is just classic. He says, "Oh, but and I'll say it in Spanish first. Pero la cosa está mala en tu trabajo. Ya tú fallaste. Was it fallaste? Ya tú fallaste dos veces." Okay, basically meaning you already failed twice trying to put a business. What's wrong with your job? And I just had to record this because for myself and others out there that are just trying to hustle and get your business going and stuff, this is what we deal with, right? We have to learn to ignore people that are close to us, people that love us. He doesn't mean wrong by it, but it's just funny. And this is where you have to have a thick skin and say, yeah, Dad, nod it off and keep going and don't stop. Yes, I've had some business attempts before. They haven't worked out great, but you got to keep trying. Okay, they didn't, most of these businesses that you see wasn't automatic overnight success. A lot of people failed and kept trying, and that's what you got to do. You got to keep trying and trying, because if you give up too soon, you might be one failure away from a success. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. So, hope everyone's having a wonderful day.